I was looking online to see if there was a trailer for Baby Ghost, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, a YouTube video made a shit trailer. The YouTube channel is like toilet trailers or some bullshit thing.
Oh, yeah.
Where they just, I'm a sarcastic asshole who's gonna make a fake trailer for a shit movie. Like that type of guy. So he did that. Somebody did that. Uploaded it to YouTube. And then Scott Shaw downloaded their parody trailer and put it on his YouTube channel because it's for his movie and called it the official trailer for the film.
Inside this building, a couple of kids open a mystery box. What they've released is something spooky and kooky. The worst photographer in the world and his crew need to catch this baby ghost. Besides having to deal with this preemie poltergeist, there's also a couple of crooks up to no good.
Shut up!
He's cooler than Casper and slicker than Slimer. He's the ghost that doesn't just say boo, he'll say boo-hoo. You may laugh, but you'll mostly cry when you see Baby Ghost. And there'll probably be tears of actual sadness watching this garbage.
Subscribe to the Trailers That Smell and follow us at TrailersPU. And please visit theaterofguts.com.
Now, let's give me a great big smile, okay? Timmy, don't! Now that bubble's gonna break up!
I don't know, I had an ad-lib line that I forgot. Whatever.
Dogs, they're coming. They're coming your way. They'll be here soon.
Hey, they're the dog people, aren't they?
We just really want to talk about Scott Shaw. I don't know if you realize this. We just really want to talk about Scott Shaw. Have you heard about Scott Shaw? He's got good stuff.
Scott Shaw.
Oh my god. We have been in the fucking well of sadness lately. the bowels of shit from somebody.
Someone who will remain unnamed looked at this big sign that said, "This is not a place of honor. Do not dig up family dog." And I went, "Boy, that seems like a thing we shouldn't do." And you went, "Well, but what if we did?" And I went, "But we shouldn't." And you went, "No, but I think we should. I've got these two shovels here. Let's just dig this up."
I gotta know.
No, you don't need to. I already do know. It's not good. And you went, "No, do you really know, though?" And I mean, to be fair, I didn't really know.
No, you didn't really know. And
but
now
also,
you do.
I did kind of know.
You were just because you were correct.
Just because I was correct and knew, and that things unfolded exactly as I said, and that
it could be anything.
First episode last week, I went, "Hey, we should watch something different. Hey, we should just stop this. We can just do a different recording. We can pretend that this one hasn't existed yet." And you went, "No, I'm sure other ones are better." And then you went through halfway through the second one, and you went, "Wait, why did we keep doing this?"
Oh, it's not better.
And I went, "Yeah, that's a great question. I wish somebody had asked it, like, I don't know, 45 minutes ago when we could have just backed out."
Yeah.
Anyways,
anyway, I'm
Scott
looking.
Shaw.
Yeah, we're doing Scott Shaw. I'm looking through this dictionary. It says something about sunk cost fallacy. I'm gonna keep reading this entry while we do our.
Hi, welcome to Rough Cuts. I guess we didn't say that, huh? This is a podcast. We do podcasts here. It's about good boys and bad movies, where we watch a bad dog movie and then immediately talk about it. And today I went, as the sane person on this podcast that actually picks dog movies, because I decided to do this as a bit after doing Air Bud, who actually likes dog movies. I went, fuck dog movies, we need a break, I'm doing Scott Shaw. So that tells you what Family Dog was like for me. And how good Scott Shaw is.
Good is a
about Scott
word.
Shaw?
Good is a word to describe the Scott Shaw experience. So the first movie we did
Enjoyable? Okay, listen, I'll just say that
Enjoyable.
I personally enjoy it.
I think for a certain kind of sicko in a window,
It
which is
is.
us.
This is unbelievable
us.
sicko hours. This is we recommended Goldie 3 because we're like, hey, if you like bad B movies, you'll like Goldie 3. I am going to say before we talk about the Scott Shaw verse, if you like bad B movies, don't necessarily watch Scott Shaw. This is for this is
you have to
like
be a
the
film
extreme
sicko.
maneuver. Yeah, no,
right?
this is like I'm trying to tell people to do like a triple Lutz or something, and I'm like, okay, do not attempt professional podcaster on a closed movie set. Don't just watch this blind.
So there's a thing called a found film festival where people take, video footage and they pass it around, and it got passed around with tapes being made of tapes, copies of copies for years and years and years. And we're basically doing that. Like those types of shows and that type of content is something where it's like, oh my god, you have to watch it. It's people that are like in the sickos of the industry of like passing around sicko tapes that they've made, that they found, and like, oh, you won't believe this dumb shit I saw someone make.
You can't imagine what somebody put to film.
and that's us, because like when you're into film and you're like, oh my god, I love this medium. You're a cinephile, and then somebody shows you a Scott Shaw movie, you're like, yes, yes, because it's not. You can tell it's like there's a certain amount of joy being made in what they're making. Like they care a little bit. It's not that they don't care.
No.
It's not that they were unintentionally funny. It's just that it's so weird and specifically incompetent in a way that is entertaining and fun.
He exists at the very... He is like the perfect X marks the spot for that intersection of... Okay, is he insane? Or is he onto something and he's funny and knows it? Like, what is the two? Like,
it's so hard to tell.
Is he actually doing this as a bit? Or is it like, no, he's actually in on, oh, by the way, we watched Baby Ghost.
Baby Ghost?
Baby Ghost.
Right. Well, it's because with Scott...
the movie. It's called Baby Ghost,
Baby Ghost. But, so, the thing about Scott Shaw is, you could tell he just has a group of friends that he just makes movies with. Yep. And they're constantly in, like, every movie he's made. He's like, oh, we're making this. And he'll come up with an idea and make, like, 4 movies for that one idea, just over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Because they had a weekend, and they're like, I don't know, let's make a movie. And then they just made a movie.
Also, the idea for this movie, by the way, was, hey, I found this doll.
I found this puppet that I have.
This weird puppet. That's the idea. That's it.
I've been messing around with this camera trick. It looks like I overlay one camera feed over another, and then I like pump up the color on one of them.
Yeah.
And then knock out the darks so that it looks transparent.
And it could be like a ghost.
We can make a sick as fuck ghost. You don't understand.
Isn't that weird? That'd be cool,
it's
right?
So
we could
sick.
make it like
it's
a ghost.
So sick.
And that's the movie.
That's
the idea. That's the movie.
Like,
and we know that that's the idea and that's the movie because we've seen that puppet in trailers for his other movies that are right around the same time where they were like, yo, we can knock out like 3 movies this weekend with this one puppet if we just do it right.
There's technically a puppet trilogy for Scott Shaw. Most well-known, I would say, is Roller Gator. Because that has a very famous riff tracks that was made after Mystery Science Theater, because Riff Tracks picked that up. Okay. Riff Tracks did do a Baby Ghost episode, but I'd say it's probably less known than Roller Gator.
I don't follow Riff Tracks, so I had no idea that they knew about Scott Shaw. I thought that he was still unknown.
I think they just went on a Scott Shaw spree of just watching every one of his movies because they just need to make constant content. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. This is a good mind to grab. You're correct.
The dude he's a Neil Breen-esque figure, and honestly, for my money, probably better.
Oh, yeah, I
Like,
would
more
say better, but
interesting.
less confusing in some ways, right? Like,
Sure. Yeah. No, I think that he is probably a more
less preachy
competent.
too. Yeah,
Yeah, he's a more competent filmmaker, which is not saying much.
somehow.
And he's also wild to say when you consider what the films are. But
Yeah.
also like he's just more interesting and funnier to me.
It's true. The third movie in the Puppet trilogy, by the way, is something we haven't watched, but I think we have to now, which is Little Lost Sea Serpent, that uses the exact same puppet from Baby Ghost.
We haven't watched Roller Gator either. I haven't anyway.
We have not seen Roller Gator. I also haven't seen it. I just know that it's really
just know that it's
well-known riff tracks. So people know of this in a certain sphere of sicko.
Okay.
We did not.
Yeah, no, this is
And I think it's still fun to get a personal experience of this film.
I don't care if
this
somebody
way.
else did it. I want to talk about this. I need to talk about this. This guy is amazing.
So yeah, so they get friends together. They just make films. They did a lot of shooting the rodeo for Guns of El Chupacabra. Mm-hmm. Specifically, a famous thing of shooting a literal car accident that they stumbled upon.
Yes. Yeah, I remember that.
On the highway, and they're like, "Oh, this will be great for my movie." Like,
yeah, and just start interviewing the people in the car accident.
like the actual paramedics, and like, whoa, what the? Like, it's that type of just like wild filmmaking, just organic wild shit.
I'm sorry, it's called Zen filmmaking.
The Zen.
And actually, we do Zen podcasting also because
That's true.
we also do not have a script nor barely edit.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know if you know this.
Nor does Scott Shaw. So the Zen filmmaking, I did look it up finally because I'm like, what on earth is he saying with Zen filmmaking? And basically, it boils down to, from what I've seen, is fuck it, we don't need a script.
Like, it's a punk attitude towards filmmaking. You don't need a script. You don't need structure.
No.
You don't need to go out and write something, spend months writing a script and getting actors that fit the role specific for the scene, getting up all your shots perfect. Just make something.
Nah, man, just fucking film. Just film shit.
It is punk.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah. No, like,
in its own
unironically.
way.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's wild because it's such a... It feels like it's just a vibe thing. It's the like the judge definition of like pornography. Where it's like I know it when I see it, right? Like where he's. You could say this about the exact same thing about other filmmakers in a lot of ways, and be like, oh god, it's the worst. This dude doesn't even write scripts or anything. But there's something about the vibe, like it feels like the impetus behind it isn't through I'm gonna rip off a bunch of dumb idiots and get them to pay money for my movie in the dollar bin at Walmart. It's
not that
make
scummy
some fucking
shit.
art. I just want to do I just want to get some friends together and we're gonna do some shit, man. Like it's just
it's not
feel
scummy.
behind
It feels like there's no capitalist backing to it. There's no asylum, like sarcastic bullshit of like, oh, aren't these films so garbage? You'll see it, you know. Like,
isn't this shit? Like it's
like when they were writing Baby Ghost, they were like, oh, we're gonna make trash. We're gonna make this so bad. They're just like, it's Baby Ghost, and that was as far as they got on the thought.
Well, I was gonna say, you know why they didn't think about that when they were writing Baby Ghost?
They didn't write Baby
because
Ghost.
they didn't write Baby Ghost. They didn't write it.
Well, they had a very rough idea of a plot, I guess.
Did they?
Like,
I feel like because there are scenes. So there are scenes in this, like for example, early on. Okay, so it starts out with Joe Estevez, which means you know you're in for a good time.
Yeah.
Being a photographer. God, why did this movie have to come from me specifically? By the way? For those that don't know, I'm a photographer in real life, and it dunks on photographers for like the first 20 minutes endlessly. But he's this unbelievable nerd photographer with like a bow tie who's taking photos of this kid who just won't listen to him, and he's desperately trying to do all these things with him. And then he phones his psychic afterwards. And he starts asking for a reading, and she's just like, I don't know, man. Like, this is obviously bullshit. You should probably stop paying me money. Like, even she's done with him because he's so pathetic and calling her all the time. But the important part to my point was that in the middle of that conversation, the back and forth, they suddenly cut to a different angle of shots of him. Like, he's answering the phone with her back and forth, and it's kind of the same headshot over and over.
Yes, and then they just set a camera down. Yeah.
Yes, and then suddenly, in the middle of it, it goes to a different angle of him with, like, a total, wildly different mic setup, where, like, it sounds totally different. And see, I'm saying that they didn't write it down. They just went back. Like, they didn't have an overall plot.
That was them, like, yeah, they were watching the footage like, oh, we need something else.
Exactly. We need to add in, shit, we didn't set up this baby ghost.
Can we call Joe back?
Say a thing. Yeah, like, they just...
Oh, don't worry. Joe Estevez isn't getting work. He can show up. Right? Like, that's what happened.
Joe, you don't need to just listen. Hey, he's an Estevez. You leave those good boys alone.
I'm just saying, you know.
They're an institution. Joe himself is one too.
You can tell that they were just ad-libbing lines.
Oh yeah,
that. I'm assuming Scott Shaw or I guess Donald G. Jackson.
Yeah, we should give Donald G. Jackson
the other one
due also because Scott Shaw produces, but Donald's the one directing a lot of these.
Yeah, and watching some of their interviews, I think they both just work on them together. It's just a lot of the time they only put Donald down because usually it's a Scott Shaw production with all this other stuff, and he has a ton of insight and is on the ground talking to people, and like it's a whole collab thing, I'm sure. But
it's good to give us the props to the other person there for sure.
But so one of them walks up to the actors on the scene. He's like, okay, you just were downstairs talking about aliens, and you stumbled upon this character who was just on the phone with his psychic. Okay, go. And then they start the scene. They're like, I was just downstairs talking about aliens. Oh, wow. I was just talking to my psychic.
Yes. That's how every conversation between two characters that haven't met each other
It's because the actors haven't, like, figured out the scene together.
No,
so they're talking through it. They're
yeah.
workshopping it in the scene. Mm. And you're like, God damn it.
And then they just don't cut any of it because fuck it. This is good footage, man.
So, like, it's almost like improv, it feels like, at times.
It's like really bad filmed improv in a lot of ways, yes. Yep.
Yeah.
But it's bad in a specific way that I just...
Like it feels like a Tim and Eric skit or something.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
like,
extremely. Yeah,
like, if you were to intentionally do this, it would look like this. But they're clearly just not intentionally doing it. It's funny to people that are into this type of thing.
Again, that's the question, is like, does he know that he's doing this and it's a bit, or is it like, no man, we're gonna make the best fucking movies. Our movies are gonna be so good. We don't even have to write scripts for a movie. This shit's easy. Like, I don't know. I don't know if he's that deluded or if he's like, yo, if we just don't even write a script for this, it's gonna be fucking hilarious. This is gonna be like, we're just gonna put a camera on Joe Estevez and tell him that he's a baby photographer and just
wow, what a fucking loser. You have to be such a big fucking loser to be a baby photographer.
This guy, right, who calls me like 10 times a day, total idiot. Always, wanting to get his cards read. Total loser. Yeah. I mean, he's probably a shoe salesman or, I don't know, a baby photographer or something like that.
I'm a baby photographer.
Why did they have to do that?
Anyway.
But the aliens, the ghosts, all of these things are stuff that happens in this movie.
Were there aliens?
No, but the conversations.
No, but they talk about aliens a lot.
They do a lot of talking about it. I guess.
Okay, we could just talk over the whole film of what happens. Basic plot. Let me start here. Photographer is in his office building, which I thought was a mall photo studio based on how his studio looks.
Yeah,
but it was an office building.
Also, the office building has very much the vibe of this isn't somewhere that we had permission to. Like, so you know how it's free to film in the woods? It's also free to film anywhere if you do it really fast and after hours.
This is just somebody's office that they could get access to at night, almost. Except when it's daytime and they need to tell us it's night, but not show us it's night.
But also, all the daytime shots are very much shot in, like, back stairwells that are, like, very abandoned looking.
Because it's darker than the other parts of the daylight building.
Sure. But I think that, like, that's part of it. But I also wonder
you think
if
they, like, jumped in a closet and turned on the camera?
Yes, because, they're doing it in a spot where they can get away with it during the day. Rather than the main office where, like, it's more actually built out, like it's not abandoned, and that is probably at night when they're able to sneak in another time. Not that I'm alleging that they did anything illegal here, definitely not. They probably got actual permission.
Got permission. But okay, so anyways, he's a photo guy.
Yes.
And he takes photos of kids for parents and whatnot. And there's a shitty kid there that just won't do anything.
Won't smile, won't nothing.
Is constantly chewing gum and chocolate and other shit. So the mom, who's like a soccer mom, tells her 2 other kids to go get some candy bars.
Yes.
For some reason. And then they wander into the halls of this office, and one kid goes one way to get candy bars, and the other kid goes home the other direction. But when the other kid goes the other direction, for no reason, she wanders into the hell dimension, like the Hellraiser room.
Well, that's after she fucking punches the cop in the nuts.
Oh yeah, there's a security guard cop that he's like, "Hey, what are you doing, little kid?" And then she's like, "Ah, fuck you!"
And just immediately just goes to town on those bags. Speed bag, baby.
And then runs into the Hellraiser room.
And then she runs into his killer room.
And in the Hellraiser room, she's just wandering around. She just stumbles upon a box that's covered in, like, chains. And she's just like, oh, wow, a box full of chains with a bike lock on it.
With a big bike lock. How would I ever get into that? Do you know how
she just opens it, right? She just unlocks it?
Well, it's chains on a, like, rectangular box.
Oh, she just slides the chains off.
She just slides the chains off. Which is really fucking funny when later on somebody else can't figure out how to open it. And we saw this, like, 6-year-old go, swoop, and just open it.
So then the cop finds her hiding after she opens the box, and she punches him in the dick again and runs away.
And he does, like, a huge speech, though, too, while he's looking for her.
He's like, I'm a killer, a murderer. I love killing people, especially kids. You're in my hell dungeon.
Down in my dungeon here. Like,
I have
like, wait, what is going? I've made myself like an animal. I'm like a rat. I got a big nose and I can smell out people. Like, he does actually. That is part of it. He talks about his animalistic senses that he has honed to.
So. Yeah, and she just shit kicks him and runs away.
And then the 6-year-old beats the fuck out of him and runs out. He's
so
definitely
good,
the type of guy that's buying light night swords.
That's true. The box, though, has a Curse of Ra Egyptian, like, eye on it.
Yep.
And some Sharpie drawn other symbols to make it look cooler.
Because it wasn't occult enough with just the eye, so they Sharpied on a bunch of pentagrams.
And this, of course, releases the baby ghost into the office. That's the baby ghost. So then, as the kids and the mom are leaving after they get back, with candy bars, the kid that was on the stool getting the photo taken leaves his Tiger Electronics Batman toy.
Yes.
And then they piss off without paying the guy.
Yeah, because they're mad because he couldn't get the kid to smile.
the rest of the story is basically the baby playing pranks on the people in the building and them trying to leave for the night. That's it.
That's the story.
That's the fucking
That's the
plot.
movie. That is the movie.
Now, there's a lot of stuff that happens,
Yeah.
including new characters introduced.
Oh, lots of them.
But that's not what happens, really. I mean, that's pretty much it.
No, this is the
Like,
movie. Yeah. That's it. Strap in,
I
baby.
want to say 95% of the scenes in this film are shot in office hallways.
Oh,
which
yeah,
is very
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, no, it's not
It
even
feels
okay.
claustrophobic.
Hold up. 95% of these movies this movie is shot in office hallways. I disagree.
Hallway.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay, there.
Yeah.
Yes, single hallway from different angles. Then way more accurate.
Yes, that's true. It's true. I just want to point out this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. So
Oh yeah, that's.
this is
See, like, and there's the question.
we're not telling people to like, watch this film. This is for entertainment purposes.
And there's the question. There's one of the scenes that makes me go like, does he know? There's just enough of the does he know that makes this compelling, because he phones the psychic after the shitty kid leaves. And he goes,
For the
I need
tarot
to know
read,
about
yeah.
my horoscope today. I better call my psychic. And he calls up this woman, and she is flipping through a tarot for beginners book as she reads his tarot cards. And she then starts going, oh my God. Oh, it says a hanged man, and then death, and then tower, and then devil. Oh God. And he's like, oh, is that good? She's like, yeah, death and devil are awesome. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's great. No, this is just the plot of Die Hard.
Don't worry,
that's what's
you're
going to happen
fine.
over the next hour. We're good.
Yeah.
You need to go home. You need to lock yourself in your room and go to bed.
Yeah, you really should just lock yourself away. Real bad shit's gonna come. Oh, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Which, like, they know, right? They know that's a joke. That's a joke. That is a clear joke.
I mean, the punching the cop in the dick, the security
Yes.
guard, is a joke. It's funny.
It must be. It has to be, right?
It has to be. It's just so sudden that it's hilarious.
But it's done in such a way that you don't really
like, it almost
know.
feels like it was an accident or something in some ways. Yeah. But okay, so he's like, oh, fuck, my psychic says I gotta leave. I'm such a pathetic loser, like a fucking photographer. She won't even stay on the phone with me, and I pay her to do it.
He's correct.
So then he goes to leave, and then, by the way, the security guard has a funny prank he pulls on everybody. This is his character trait.
What does he do? He thinks that he finds the 6-year-old girl that he was chasing.
Yes.
When he meets Joe. And so he does the thing that any good cop or security guard would do.
He grabs him from behind around the neck and choke holds him.
Yeah, does a death choke on him. Yeah.
Does a death choke and tries to knock him out and kill him.
Correct.
Like a murderer.
A sleeper hole to kill him.
And then Joe Estevez is like, oh, you silly trickster, you prankster. Goofball.
Man, you're just like that baby ghost that pranks everybody.
What's a baby ghost? And then it cuts to some, like, oh my God, there's the bumbling like crooks,
Okay,
the Italian mob
guys. Yeah.
Hey, you guys. One guy has like this huge ponytail and looks like he could pull out a katana at any moment.
With a fedora, in fact, on top of it.
With a fedora.
And it looks like, I really question. So this is a 1995 film. So it's shit quality. It is impossible to make out some details. And I think that it's a wig. I think he's wearing a wig.
It could be a wig. We were talking about the film quality on this. My suspicion is that this was an early digital camera.
It could be.
One, the blurriness. Two, Scott Shaw uploaded this to his YouTube, and if he had the original 35mm, he would have gotten a higher quality.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Right?
You're right, yeah.
I'm almost positive this is just early digital camera,
Like
and that also
Handycam.
makes it so much quicker to edit too.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
And cheaper, quicker to
Yep.
edit, cheaper, like quick and dirty. That's the Scott Shaw experience, man. Like it's gotta be.
It's gotta be, right? So I think that's it. And yeah, it's hard to make out anything. The Tiger Electronic game, I think, is a Batman one, just because of the colors.
Yeah,
but
it's
you
really
can't
hard to tell.
see it. So
It does
and
zoom in pretty close on it one time, and it's got black and yellow
black and
buttons.
yellow. Yeah,
And that is
so
Batman to a T.
That
So
that
I'm
sounds
pretty
like
sure.
that one. But anyway, so the robbers are here. What are they? I don't know. They're like a Three Stooges comedy routine for some reason in the movie. It's like Jesse Pinkman and
Walter White and Heisenberg, because when he loses the fedora, he becomes more. He loses some of his aura every time.
if Heisenberg was a very specific type of ponytailed katana wielding nerd that wants to talk about his anime wife.
Yeah,
Yes.
which of the Stooges do you think would watch the
Mo.
most anime?
Mo.
Yeah.
Absolutely Mo. And he would make fun of all the other Stooges for watching it. And then you would like slap him on.
That's
You would
definitely
slap him
the
on the
energy
head.
of this guy. This guy definitely has the energy of I watch anime, and also if you do, I'm going to mock you
God, you're
mercilessly.
a fucking loser.
God, you idiot!
As he goes
How
home
would-
to watch
how
Lucky
would you
Star or
possibly do
something.
this?
Yeah, fuck.
He's the person that you need to yell hand check at the anime convention for.
That's what he looks like.
But then he's going, "Hey, yous guys, we're gonna rob this place you sees," and has the most incredible fake Italian accent as they break into this office building.
They're talking about breaking into an office building to get money to rob, but it's just this whole scene is them just sitting in their car talking about doing it before they ever do anything, and then
it's
it
like
cuts
14
the scene.
minutes.
It's a really long comedy routine.
Like, I'm not kidding. Like, it is long. Like, it must be at least. It's got to be minimum 7 minutes long.
And then it cuts from there to the psychic now suddenly walking through the same hallway that everybody's been in.
Because she's
except for the
going home
crooks.
from work.
She's going home from work because she also works in that same fucking office building.
Well,
What a coincidence.
dude, it's the office building downtown. Everyone works there. This is after
God,
she read her own horoscope tarot readings
reading,
and got the
yeah.
exact same reading as she got for Joe Estevez.
But we saw her
Honey
put
Bunch
the cards
crumble
back.
pots.
She puts the cards back on top, doesn't shuffle them, and just does like a stack shuffle, and then draws the same hand. I'm like, no.
She just doesn't shuffle them. And then she goes, "Oh my god, I got the same reading.
Oh my god.
They're still in the same order." And
And then there's also the maintenance guy, I guess.
well, because Crumble Stank Numbnuts.
Winslow Cumber Pants.
Well, everyone says a different name every time, because they don't have a script, so they don't remember.
Winslow Cobblepot. Winslow Cummin Pants. I don't know what his name is.
He tries to go home through the elevator, and the maintenance guy, whose office is in the hall next to the elevator.
It's just a desk next to the fucking elevator. It's so stupid.
Dude, they couldn't get in any of the locked offices. It was after
all the
hours.
offices were locked, so they couldn't.
That
That has to be why. That has to be why.
Well, yeah, I mean, when he was shooting the child, like when he was doing the photography
When he was
session-
what? Oh, okay.
when he
with
was
the
shooting the
camera.
child, yes.
Oh, with the
When he
camera.
was
I
taking
thought we were
with the
talking about
camera.
Mac
No.
and me again. Yeah.
He very clearly they hang like a background to shoot the child against,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to do that. But behind him, you can see the
For the
cleaners.
studio.
You can see cleaners and stuff behind him. It's just a janitor closet.
It's just a janitor's
It's
closet.
just
That's
a janitor's
so funny.
closet. It's a very obvious janitor's closet. So I'm sure they didn't have access to anything else. Any case, he tries to talk to the security maintenance guy, I guess. And
Yeah.
the maintenance guy is like, don't use the elevator, it's out of order. And he goes, fuck you, what do you know? You're just the dude that operates the elevator. I'm gonna go in. And he goes in. And then he goes, oh, fuck, this elevator, it's out of order.
Oh no! Some
It's
sort of
stopping on
a
every
child is
floor.
hitting every button on the floor.
It's like a child that we can't see that would be like into other dimensions that's maybe like overlaid on this film in green. And it's a child, but also, oh my god, this puppet. Holy shit.
This puppet is so bad.
Yeah, so the baby ghost that goes and every time that it shows up has been pressing all the buttons on the elevator. Spooky scary.
What a prank. Anyway, so he can't go in the elevator. He gets the maintenance guy to eventually look at it, and then he decides this is where you and I, me specifically, because I was fucking furious.
Yes.
Like, just take the fucking stairs.
Yeah, just take the stairs. You were so mad about it.
So then they take the stairs.
After like 3 attempts at the elevator, he decides,
Yeah.
fuck it, I'm gonna stairs.
And he gets down to the front door, and then the front door is locked. He's like, no, I'm gonna die in here.
I can't believe they would do this to the best
Who
Estevez brother.
would lock the door on me? So then he leaves. And then the psychic walks down and notices the front door is locked. And she's like, no.
No, my god, I can't get out. Okay, one of the best things about this, they act like they are trapped. Like, no way out. We are going to starve to death in this building. Because, like, they try and do a phone call out, and the phone lines are cut, and then the power goes out. Like, every way that they try to contact the outside world gets cut off. So they're like, oh, this is legitimate scary. We're in trouble. Like, we're going to starve in here. We can't get out. We need, like, some ways to escape.
It's been 2 hours.
Well, also, the front door is glass. They just show the front. It's just a glass office building front door.
Yeah, but do you know how long it takes to replace glass on a door? It's so long.
It's just
What
a glass
they're gonna have to
front
like
door.
put some boards up? Like, no, come on. I'd rather die in an office building. What are you talking about?
Like, also, they are getting locked from the inside.
Oh, they can just unlock it. Yeah.
You
it's
think
not
that
hard.
you just
Yeah. Also, the maintenance guy has the key. What are they talking about?
I mean, I'd imagine.
Anyways, so Joe goes back upstairs, all 6 floors, to his studio. And as he's in the studio, the baby ghost appears and starts going hee hee hoo hee hoo hee hee hoo hee, and looking at his photos. He's like, "No, don't you go looking at my photos, baby ghost.
Don't you cut up those photos with your ghost scissors.
What do you do with them ghost scissors, baby ghost?
Don't you go scissors my stuff." Which,
I'm cutting all your photos up.
did you see the effect they did for the cutting? So they have the photos being cut by the baby ghost, which, if you'll remember, is a unbelievably shitty puppet, like overlaid as like this green kind of effect that's semi-transparent over top of the regular movie, and it's got scissors and it's moving the scissors. But you've got to imagine then that means, well, it can't cut the stuff that's in the film now because it's just they're overlaying another film on it.
Yeah.
So what do? They have other actual physical scissors that are just like in a totally different spot, cutting up.
It looks
cutting
great.
up the photos. Well,
It
there are
looks so
ghost
good.
scissors going different ways, cutting up the photos. They're not
So
even close to matching.
It's so good. So after the baby ghost ruins all of his photos and film, it locks him in his studio and then goes to the staircase where the psychic is now walking back up to her office on the 10th floor or whatever, multiple floors above, and scares her down into the hallway where Estevez's cobble patch
Estevez Cobblepatch, yeah, that's his name.
office is, and she ends up getting into the door and getting into the office with him, and then they're locked together in his photography studio.
Oh no, and one of the cards she got on the tarot reading was the Lovers.
So they start talking, and they're like, yeah, there's like a weird green thing floating around. It looks like some sort of a baby or a ghost. Like baby ghost. That reminds me of like the Evil Within 2, and then looks at the camera, but they don't look at the camera.
It's close.
It would have been. It's so close though, because it's very obviously what they're doing, and so then they start talking to each other. They don't. She hasn't realized that he's the fucking loser who keeps calling her, and he hasn't realized that she's the psychic he calls every day.
And she's like, oh my god, you wouldn't believe some of the people that call me. There's this fucking moron idiot loser of the highest degree. This absolute baby man who calls me. I think that he's actually a baby photographer. They really liked the word baby in this movie, by the way.
A baby.
He's a baby photographer, and he's just the most pathetic, uninteresting, stupid asshole that I've ever met in my entire life. I think he works in this building. Hey, what's his name? Is he you?
Is he you? Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe."
I mean, I do all those things, but I'm not a loser. I'm really cool.
I'm not a loser. That sounds like someone else. I was just on the phone with somebody, like a tarot reading 900 number. She said these things and pulled these specific cards and something about a prison and a baby ghost. And then she's like, "Wow, I was just on the phone doing my job where I read tarot cards. What a coincidence."
And I read off to this idiot, and we talked about a baby ghost in a prison.
This feels like they were workshopping the conversation.
I mean, they
Which
were.
they were.
Spoiler, there was spoiler.
Wow, I can't believe we work 3 floors apart. What are the odds?
Oh my god.
So then he starts saying like, "Oh, you're not a real psychic?" "No, I don't believe in demons."
I don't believe in demons or anything. What?
Wow, how can you be fake? You advertise on television. Which is a good joke.
It's a good... Yes.
But yeah, there's this constant like... I felt like at this moment the actors suddenly realized what the plot of the film was, because as they're talking through it, they're realizing what the plot is, and then me watching it is like, oh.
Okay, the ghost is loose. So
Yes.
So then we have got to try
Uh huh.
to get it back inside.
Okay, so what we're gonna do? The movie's gonna be about us being trapped by this baby ghost. Okay, now we...
Yeah.
All right, let's
know.
film around it,
Okay.
and then they kept filming around it by doing things like... I mean, because we don't need to go into every detail of every vignette.
No,
it keeps cutting between like maintenance man and security guy.
It goes back and forth a lot, yeah.
So there's basically it then cuts into like 3 separate groups that are all pairs, and it just has vignettes of those groups throughout the rest of the movie, which is him and her, like Joe Estevez and the psychic, the maintenance guy and the psychotic serial killer security guard. Which every time they cut back to him, because they were the longest breaks between those ones, and I was always like, oh shit, right, there's the psycho serial killer that we got to get back to. Is he doing anything? He never does. But
no, he doesn't do anything. That one's funny though, because the maintenance guy's like, it's aliens, and then the security guard's like, oh, we're gonna have to fight back to save humanity. No, that's stupid. We need money. Let's do it to save humanity and make money. I'll fucking get him. And then he just pulls out a gun for no reason. Like, where'd he get the gun? Why does this guy have a gun?
Who allowed this man to own a firearm? And then you have the 2 criminals, and they then just kind of cut scenes around their improv to make it into a movie. And we know that that's what they're doing because we know about Zen filmmaking. And also, you have such incredible filmmaking maneuvers as the one that I have, where they have the 2 used guys do like a 6 or 7 minute like comedy, Stooges bit again, and then it goes ah ha 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 and basically cuts to laugh track and then shows the overall office building as like this fade to black cut, show the whole office building setup shot,
end scene,
cut back to black, go into a new scene. It's the 2 used guys that are just from like that moment again. Let's just continue. We needed to add more. We need something else here. They just do it slightly different.
The 2 of them fell asleep in the hallway. It did an establishing shot, and then they woke up in the hallway. Why did they do that?
Because, like I said, they realized wait, we can't have them fall asleep here. They need to wake up and then do this other thing so we can have an advanced plot.
Yeah. So anyway, while Josephine Cabellboy
Yes.
is walking around the hallways with the psychic lady, they notice a box of donuts that has been devoured. And they're like, wow, the baby ghost must love donuts. Weird. Yeah. We should use that for something. Huh. Well, anyway. I want to say, after that, what was it? Oh, they find the Curse of Ra box.
Yes.
Because they wander into the Hellraiser dimension for no reason.
And then she pulls out her Basics of Tarot reading, and she goes, oh, it explains everything on this box. It was a ghost of a baby who died in
1635
in the United States with this
in
Curse
America
of Ra box.
With Curse of Ra. Yeah. and it says here, when the box is open, the ghost comes out, and the ghosts are from dead things, and dead things make ghosts. I don't know if you know that. And in order to end the movie, you have to get the ghost back inside the box.
Whoa!
Oh!
Plot!
that it fucking killed me when they're like, get the ghost back in the box.
You put it back in the curse box.
Because it's like the dumbest revelation I've ever seen.
Well, also they're like, for the baby ghost and it being let loose and all these kinds of things. It's like, and it says that it's a prankster.
Oh, it was thrown in this demon box because of its tomfoolery.
Yes, like it talks about like, it was sealed away in a special hell dimension so it could never be released again because it liked to play small pranks on people. And you're
it's like a crank caller or something. Like,
man,
that's
this
a
seems
joke.
like a real fucking punishment. People weren't fucking around back in 1635.
So because they have no better ideas, wise guy Cabellboy, Campbell Front,
yes,
something, I don't know, Crab Apple,
and
they did
Joe
a
Estevez
Simpsons
too.
joke. Oh yeah. But anyway, so their idea is they're just gonna leave a trail of donuts, like they're trying to lure Homer Simpson into hell. To the box, and then it will close itself on the ghost.
Yeah, because they don't have any mechanism to close the box.
No.
They just figure it'll just walk into it, and that'll be good.
So the ghost then, one donut at a time, in real time of every donut.
Every donut, yep.
Leads towards the box, and at the same time, the maintenance guy and the security guy jump out. They're like, ha! We're gonna catch you, alien, and we're gonna sell you for news so we can make money.
And save humanity.
And save humanity or whatever. And then that scares the ghost away, and they're like, oh, geez, that'll never work.
Well, we do have one Chekhov's gun that has been sitting here for the entire movie that you probably don't remember. Chat.
We did mention it. We did mention it.
Yes, chat.
No, you could say chat is
to our
Zoomer.
live studio audience.
To be fair, chat is Zoomer talk for friend groups now. So you're just hipping now is what's happening. I don't know if you realize that.
Yeah. It's our Hip Now podcast about 1995's Baby Ghost.
Baby Ghost? Everybody loves Baby Ghost, but it has a theme song.
Popular among all the Zoomers.
But anyway, yeah, it's the
Tiger Electronics, the Batman.
The Tiger Electronics Batman toy.
Chekhov's Tiger Electronics Batman Beyond.
Because Joe was like, oh my god, no baby ghost from the 1600s could ever turn down a Tiger Electronics game. And you know what?
Blast this Victorian child back into its Curse of Ra box.
It fucking works, though.
Totally works. 100%.
Because we
Put
get
that-
the puppet
they have a little
playing with the
puppet
Tiger
playing on-
Electronics toy.
It playing on the little Tiger Electronics thing. Well, Joe Estevez sneaks up behind it and closes a box on it.
He tries
end
to
the
close
film.
it. He tries to close
Ah.
it. However, the family from the beginning of the movie shows up and is like, "Hey, my video game!"
You stole my game.
And
Have
then
you
that
been here
gives-
all night, you loser.
That distracts Baby Ghost enough for the psychic to come over and close the box on it. And she's like, "Yeah, don't leave a man to do a woman's job of closing the Baby Ghost Cursed of Rob box."
Everyone knows that that's a gender role for women.
What?
Women are the sole holders of the Curse of Ra. I don't know if you know this.
I mean, I
But
do
it's-
know that, but so
Important
then
lore.
they get out finally after securing the baby ghost and then leaving it in the Hell Dimension room again, chained up. I guess they just
put
leave it back
put
where they
back
found
in
it.
the security guard's kill room. And everybody just goes, "Yeah, it makes sense. He has this."
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And then we're finally in a breath of fresh air because there's not that same fucking hallway that we've been in for 80 minutes.
It's wild when you actually get to a new location. You're like, "Holy shit! They found a
Oh
second
my God.
spot to film."
So Joe and the psychic are talking outside. He's like, "Ha, that whole baby ghost thing was so wild." Anyway, you want to go on a date to the WWE show that's in town?
Hey, you want to fuck?
You want to fuck after a wrestling match? Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then it cuts back to the mobsters like, "Hey, I know we didn't get anything from that fucking, thing that we did last night in the baby ghost office, but I totally got this Curse of Raw box, bro."
Oh, dun dun dun! Like the end of Jumanji, and then it does end like that.
I can't believe they did this. It's so ridiculous.
Title card pops up immediately. Watch for Baby Ghost 2.
Look out for Baby Ghost 2 coming to theaters near you. A
Okay.
Scott Shaw production.
Did they make a Baby Ghost 2?
No, it was just the 3 puppet movies. Baby Ghost 2, I think, is the Little Mermaid, Little Lost Sea Serpent movie that they were making. That, I think, is technically what they were going to do for Baby Ghost, but they turned it into a serpent and just didn't do the effect and just made the puppet do it, I think.
Dang.
Because those are the only puppet movies they made. So, I guess we'll never know what happens in Baby Ghost 2. Did the Baby Ghost go to the Soprano dimension? And then, "Oh, how could you do this to me, Baby Ghost, on this, the day of my daughter's wedding?" Like, and then the baby goes, "Hee hee 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 hee," and then, like, shoots a bunch of mobsters. Did the baby ghost snort Scarface's coke? Is that what happened after?
We have,
could
we have
be.
To, well, we're gonna have to watch Little Lost Sea Serpent to find out.
Maybe the baby ghost is like on a riverboat in America, skimming the cream dogs.
That's not as wild as the Scott Shaw stuff. I'm sorry. It's its own secret flavor, like the Nazi super
yeah.
weapon, the secret. Anyway,
Fucking movie. That
don't
fucking
worry
movie,
about
man.
Bracelet of Bordeaux.
Anyway, that was Baby Ghost.
That's Baby Ghost.
I guess we got to rate the dog. A Baby Ghost is a dog. I saw that puppet. That's a dog.
That's definitely a dog.
Yeah.
I need to show the. I will actually put up the puppet. I'm gonna use the title for Little Lost Sea Serpent, because it shows the puppet in like full glory. So that
Yeah,
people
maybe you can like edit the two together or something. Yeah. so we can
Yeah,
see
because
it.
like
Yeah.
I just want people to see the actual puppet without the effects, because it's amazing.
'Cause we might still do that movie. Yeah.
That's true. I guess that the Baby Ghost cover is still pretty good itself.
It still shows it
Still
in
shows
a way.
a pretty good
yeah.
puppet.
For the Baby Ghost, the rating for the Baby Ghost,
Yeah,
I would
of
rate
course.
Baby Ghost as a tomfoolery trickster, a prankster of hell, an Egyptian 1600s. I don't know, demon.
It's definitely a
Out of 10?
1635 out of hell for me.
1635 out of hell. I'm leaning towards 666 out of 10. This feels hellish
go
and
that
demonic in some way, right? Like,
I mean,
yeah.
Did you see that it ate those donuts and left half the donut? It took like a knife and cut through all the donuts so that it could sample all of them without taking a single full donut. That definitely is deserving of some hell.
Oh no, that was just Paul from HR. Yeah, he just doesn't want to eat a whole donut. Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening. I guess you can support us on Patreon. It helps.
Yeah,
for sure. We buy equipment, we rent movies, we do hosting fees, among other things. You can follow us on Blue Sky at Rough Cuts. Email us at roughcutscast@gmail.com. This is just fun to talk about because it's a fun film, even if it's really bad.
Like I said, it's one of those, like, I don't know what qualifies as porn because of people's, like, weird fetishes, but I know it when I see it. And this is like, I know when this is legit, right? Like when it's actually done for love and not for...
Yeah, like, they just love making movies. They don't care about the quality of the movie.
No, they don't give a
They
fuck
just
about the
wanna
quality.
make something,
But they just...
and I get that.
He has this unbelievable need to just rip his fucking heart out and put it onto film. And his heart is goddamn weird. And I love seeing it every time. But, like, he's just gotta show it.